Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at this 2023 BMW X6 xDrive40i. Huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this SUV for me today. Definitely check out their website. That link is down in the description. But the X6 that you see behind me is finished off in mineral white metallic with an MSRP just over $89,000. And to start off today's review, let's take a look at what powers this X6. Underneath the hood is the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder twin power turbocharged engine paired to the 8-speed Steptronic automatic transmission. It pumps out 335 horsepower around 5,500 RPM and 330 pound-feet of torque as low as 1,500 RPM. That power is sent through the xDrive all-wheel drive system. This weighs in right around 4,800 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in just over 5 seconds with a top speed of 155 miles an hour. And it has a fuel capacity of 22.4 gallons. You'll expect to see around 21 miles per gallon in the city and 25 out on the highway. On this model, everything up front is finished off in gloss black, which is a great contrast to this white. Now this has a forward-facing camera nicely placed right in the middle. It even has active grille shutters, so the port just behind those vertical bars will open up to provide even more cooling to that engine. This even has the LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals with a really nice design for these housings. Now in the lower section, you can see there's also a forward-facing sensor. This is for the adaptive cruise and all of that technology. This specific X6 has the M Sport package, which gives it the red brake calipers. This has the M adaptive suspension, even the M Sport exhaust. And this model even comes with the massive 22-inch wheels, finished off in gloss black. This has body colored side mirrors. They have the integrated turn signal as well as a camera too. Now this even has a moonroof up top and then very nice lines running down the side. There's also some nice lines above each fender flare too, and a line running at the height of the door handles. The backup camera is actually mounted just where the license plate would be. BMW badge is right in the middle. This has a set of LED taillights which have a great look to them, and it also has a maximum towing capacity up to 7,200 pounds. Now you do have to have the factory hitch installed in order to do that. You have a lot of space. There's tie-down hooks, great flat surface where you can place items. There's even a hook located over on that driver's side. Over on the passenger side there is a 12 volts. You can store items if you need to. You even have hidden storage space up underneath. Now this is on a hinge there with a shock, so it will stay open. You have the spare tire too, all the toolkits, and then you can fold both of these back seats down, and with them down, that gives you an ample amount of space. Now up on the top here, you can close and lock the vehicle. The one on the left side will just close it. And from there, we can fire this up with the remote start option. So all I need to do is triple tap on the BMW logo, and this will start right up. And then you can triple tap on this button again to shut it off if you need to. So it's a great feature to have. Now with this X6 locked, what I love is that you can actually use the back door handle to lock and unlock this. So it makes it very convenient. This door panel is covered in very nice materials. You can see all the black leather along with the brushed aluminum. It's on the release handle, even on the grab handle where this model has the interior ambient lighting. So you'll see that strip. There's wood trim just underneath that. It even has a manual adjusting sunshade, so you can raise and lower that as needed. Now at 5'10", I'm gonna hop into the back seat now, where I do have the front seat set at my height, so I have plenty of room for my feet and my knees. There is a storage pocket behind both front seats, even a USB-C, so you can charge electronics and even hook them up too with this area on the right side. Where you'd like the air to go, fan speed, temperature. This even has heated rear seats, which is a fantastic option. Now, like I mentioned earlier, with this sportback or coupe-like design, at 5'10", I still have about an inch or so above my head. So I do have an ample amount of space. It doesn't hinder the second row as much. The door panels finish off just like the rear. However, there's the addition of the memory seating adjustments along with the massaging functions. You can even open and close the liftgate. There's lock and unlock, all of the window controls as well as the side mirror adjustments. But let's fire this X6 back up. With my foot on the brake, that button is finished off in crystal down in the center there, and we can bring this back to life. You'll notice too that the navigation is fixed right in the middle, so you will always have that map front and center. So currently it's showing the odometer along with some other data information. We can even pull up live readouts for horsepower and torque. We can even pull up the G-force meter. You can look at your music along with what gear you're in and the driving mode that the vehicle is in. There's a live readout for MPG. Now over on the left side of the steering wheel is all the headlight adjustments, parking lights, even a dimmer switch for the gauges. There's a little bit of storage space underneath that if you need to place some items there. Navigation along with music and phone. I can swipe over to some data information along with traffic and the compass. The last one will show you the date and the time. Now over on this left side, this is all fixed information. So shortcuts to be able to get to your music, pull up your phone to go through all of that info. We can pull up the map in full screen and you can put in all of that information as well. If we go into car now, you have a lot more information to go through. There's driving information. You can even look at your sport displays. So you can pull up G-force meter, horsepower, torque, vitals like that as needed, which is great to see. If I swipe back over, we can go into vehicle status. So you can monitor all of that information as needed. And then we have the driving modes. So sport mode and eco mode, depending on how you'd like to drive. Now, if we go down, there's driver profiles. You can look at your owner's manual too. This has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a few others that you can see just depending on what you'd like to go through. This has the steering intervention, the active blind spot, lane departure, side and forward collision, so you can quickly set that up as needed. And just underneath that is another smaller LCD screen where you can view the dual climate for the front seat passengers. You can look at the temperature, where you'd like the air to go. This has heated seats and cooled seats just by pushing on one button. So it's nice to be able to set that up depending on what you need. Now just underneath that, there's all the presets. Tuning is on this right side, power and volume for the radios on the left side. And just underneath that, as you can tell, this has the key access card. So you can use this in place of the key fob. It's placed right on the wireless charger at the moment, so it's nice to have that, along with a little bit of storage over on that right side. There are two cup holders, a USB and a 12 volt. The center shifters also finish off with more of that crystal. Now the release is on this left side. If I push this forwards, now we have access to the 360 camera system. Now you can see around the entire exterior. You pretty much have no blind spots. You have all of these presets basically to be able to see around it. And then we even have the top-down view if you're pulling into a spot or even a car wash, as it says. Now on this left side, there's traction control. There's even a shortcut to the camera system. So you can quickly pull that up, even look at the forward-facing camera too. The parking sensors are located just behind that. And then all the driving modes are located just behind the engine start stop. So just by pushing on sport mode, you can see that appear. There's a few different settings to go into. The next one is Comfort, where there's only one setting. There's Eco Pro and Eco Pro Individual. Now right in the middle with this center armrest, it has the split style to it. Plenty of room for all that information. There's even a USB so you can charge electronics. And then over on the glove box, there's plenty of room for all that information. So as we set off in the 2023 BMW X6, this is definitely a very fun and sporty SUV. If you're looking for one vehicle, you want one vehicle that's practical like an SUV, but you also want something that's going to look a little bit more sports car-like and has more of a sports car design and feel to it. The X6 is a perfect blend. With that M Sport exhaust, it will get slightly louder. It's not too loud, but it has a good note to it. And I would say this is crazy fast. If you want a lot more power, you can get the M Competition. But for the weight of this and for the trim level that it is, I think it has an adequate amount of power. And now as we switch over to the POV angle, you can see what it's like to be behind the wheel. And we are up to speed just like that. This is such a fun SUV to drive. And as far as visibility goes, as we come up to a stop here, like I mentioned earlier or showed from the back, over this right shoulder, the pillar is kind of bulky, but I really haven't had any visibility issues. It's pretty easy to get used to, like any other vehicle that you're in, but even over the left shoulder, very easy to see the cars that are currently coming. My eyes can see a little bit farther than where the camera is focused. And then just in drive, this will get up and shift very nicely there. But I think that is going to wrap it up for this 2023 BMW X6 xDrive40i. Once again, huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Northlake for providing this SUV for me today. Check them out, their link is down below. Give the video a huge thumbs up if you enjoy it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.